along, and then I'm going to share my screen as well. But today I really wanted to focus on, so this is post sale, okay? This is for you just wrote an application. Your job is not done yet, okay? Your job is not done. We have a book of business that we're building, and it's our job to really utilize that book of business, okay? So I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I want to go over kind of the posture here and just kind of the scripting on how to run a policy review. Help you guys get more revenue generated from the same lead, okay? If you can get 3 or 4 sales from the same lead, you're gonna, have a much higher ROI on your lead investment here, okay? So you just sold a policy. I'm gonna go through the very final stage of when you guys close down that appointment, okay? And we'll go into the policy delivery appointment here right after that. So, who wants to volunteer and be my client here? Anyone want to jump in? I want some engagement today, guys. I know it's Saturday. I know it's Valentine's Day. People are tired. It's middle of the month. Anyone want to unmute and just be oh, we got Brandon. All right,
I'll
cool.
do it, Greg. Go ahead.
All right, Brandon. So, first things first, just wanted to say congratulations on getting all that coverage approved. It's been an absolute pleasure helping you with this protection. Couple things I wanted to go over here real quick. Okay. So, number one, homework assignment today. I want you to make sure that you have my number saved in your phone. And I also want to make sure that I'm going to text you my business card so it's at the top of your messages. Go ahead and share this business card with all of your beneficiaries today. Okay. I want to make sure something happens to you tomorrow, Brandon, that everyone knows who to contact. Okay. So that's homework
Yep.
assignment number one. Also, just so you know, takes our home office usually about 2 to 4 weeks to register the fact that I took care of you today. Takes our home office a little longer sometimes. So if you get any more mail or phone calls related to mortgage protection, please go ahead and toss that out and share my number if anybody tries to contact you. Okay? You with me so
Okay.
far?
Yep.
Last thing we do here, Brandon, is so it usually takes the carrier anywhere from 10 to 14 days to ship out the hard documents to your home address. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a second call to really go through those documentation, all the documentation there. If we need to update anything or adjust anything or tweak anything, we'll sit down, go through it together, and make those adjustments accordingly. Okay. So,
Okay.
Brandon, real quick here. It's 5 p.m. here on Friday. Is that usually a good time for you typically?
Yeah, usually. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So why don't we just do this? We'll do 2 weeks from today. We'll do Friday, same time, 5 p.m., and we'll make sure we go through all your documents, okay?
Great.
Guys, you want to book a meeting from a meeting. So when you guys get a sale, right? Your job is not done yet. Your goal is to keep business on the books, right? Anybody ever put a 1 in the chat if you've ever had someone cancel a policy within the first 30 days? I will put a 1 in the chat right now because I've had a few of those. All right. We want to avoid that. We want stickier business, right? So, and by doing that, we want to have a second touch point. Okay, we just sold them the policy. We don't want them just to get squirrely and doubt everything and you make a sale and then you never hear from your agent again, right? Nobody wants that. No clients of yours want to just only meet with you once, okay? So you want to book a meeting from a meeting. I would recommend whatever system you have, if you have Calendly, uh, clone your mortgage protection appointment and just title it policy review. Okay. And so you have that already teed up. Now you're going to book them immediately as soon as you end the call. Okay. Now on that second call, okay, you're going to have a little bit more of a fun posture here. Okay. So I'm going to pull up Brandon on Zoom here and we're going to dig into his policy. I want to make sure he's got it delivered to his home address. Okay, so the opening line on that policy review appointment is always going to be 14 days out for me. That's usually a good time frame to make sure that the actual policy hard documents get delivered to their home. Okay, so Brandon, great to see you again. How's everything going?
Wonderful. Great. Yeah,
All
everything's great
right,
at home.
all right. So I want to make sure I'm valuing your time. I know you're a busy man, so. First things first, I just wanted to make sure, did you receive all your hard documentation to the home yet?
I did.
Perfect. Okay. So today we're going to kind of review the documents. If we need to make any adjustments, we can make any of those adjustments today. I do have time to call the carrier on Monday if we need to make, a tweak here or there. Okay. So first things first, I just want to make sure we're going over all of your coverage. So Brandon, we did a 12-month mortgage payment protection plan. It's going to cover the mortgage payments for an entire year if God forbid you passed away. Okay. Before we get into the billing dates and the beneficiaries, is that coverage still sufficient for you, or do you see any reason to change what we put together?
No, I think right now the the amount, the face amount's great. Beneficiaries are great.
Perfect. All right. And so right now, I just checked your policy this morning on Americo's website. It looks like the billing date, the effective date of your policy is gonna bill every 16th of the month. Now we can absolutely change that for the next month and all the subsequent months if you'd like. Does the 16th, does that work for you, or would you prefer it to be coming out, earlier in the month or maybe later in the month?
I'd prefer the first of the month.
First of the month? Okay. What we'll do today is we'll send an email to Americo and we'll get all the subsequent billing dates shifted over to the first of every month. Okay. So I'll send an email out to them today. They may respond to you or they may have you call them directly to change that date. Okay. Now, I
Okay.
know when we spoke last time, we put your wife down as the primary beneficiary and then your son would be the contingent. Did you guys have a chance to talk things over? Do you want to add any beneficiaries or do you like it where it's at right now?
We like where it's at.
Okay, perfect. So just so you know, Brandon, if you ever needed to add or adjust those beneficiaries, you can do that anytime you want as the policy owner. Okay, so you have that ability anytime. So if anything ever pops up, I'm going to give you Americo's number right now. You can call them directly. You can call their customer service line. You can usually do that right over the phone. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And Brandon, now that we're all set, you got your documentation. Any questions on the coverage itself? Or are you feeling pretty good about it?
No, I'm feeling pretty good about it. You explained it very well. My wife feels good about it. We've got the hard copy. I think we're good to go.
Perfect. All right. So the final piece of the puzzle here, Brandon, and we do this with every policy owner that we work with. All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to set up an emergency contact list for your file. The reason we do that, Brandon, is unfortunately, there's billions with a B that go unclaimed every year in insurance dollars. Okay. And when that happens, it's usually a combination of different factors. Number one, people forget, family members forget that you have a policy, right? Beneficiaries don't know what the protocol or who to contact if something does happen to you. And all the parties involved don't potentially have my updated contact information. Okay. So I don't want that for any of my policy owners. If something happens to you, I don't want this policy just sitting on the carrier's desk, not getting paid out to the family. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'd like to do, and this is pretty standard for all the policy owners that I work with, is what I'd like from you is anywhere from 3 to 5 additional names outside of the beneficiaries, people that you love and trust. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to contact them next week just to let them know that we have a policy on file for you and that I'm going to be the point of contact for them in the event that something happens, right? Because hypothetically, Brandon, if you were to pass away next week, your wife, that's going to be a really hard thing for her, right? So we don't want your wife and your son to have to also stress out about what to do, who to call, and all of that stuff that's involved with the policies and the death benefits. Okay. So who would be the first person outside of your wife and your son that you would want to put down as your emergency contact?
Ryan Coonsey.
Okay. So we got Ryan here. And is Ryan your buddy? Is he a coworker? Is he your
Uh, he's my best friend.
best friend? Okay. And he's also living in California as well?
Yep.
Okay. And what's the best phone number for Mr. Ryan here?
555-943-2876.
Perfect. All right. All right. So I got Ryan, I got the best friend, a number one emergency contact. And who would be after that?
That'd be my sister Michelle.
All right. We got Michelle, Michelle.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. And what's the best number to reach Michelle?
555-968-2112.
Okay. And who would be after that?
Probably my mother.
Oh yeah, mom's probably a good one. And what's mom's name?
Mom's name is Judy Main.
Judy. All right. And what's the best number to reach Miss Judy at?
555-676-5211.
All right. So we got best friend, sister, mom, and who would be after mom?
Oh, I can't come up with one right now.
Okay. Perfect. Are you feeling good with Ryan, Michelle, and Judy so far?
Absolutely. Yep.
Perfect. Yep. This list is perfect. It looks great. Okay. And now, Brandon, can you do me a favor today or tomorrow morning? Can you just shoot them a quick text message and let them know that I'll be reaching out next week? Just so it's not some random stranger giving them a call out of the blue. That would be really helpful. Do you mind doing me a favor and kind of reaching out to them real quick?
Yeah, I can do it.
All right, guys. This is kind of where you're setting up. You know, all these numbers that you guys just got are going to be a warm touch potential referral. You guys with me so far? And you just want to keep asking them, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Sometimes people will give you 8 or 10 names, okay, because they really want people to make sure that they're calling me if something happens to them so they can activate their policy, right? After you're done with all of that, right? Now you've gotten a list of 3 potential clients here, right? And you have a warm touch because your client, Mr. Brandon here, is going to text them and let them know that you're going to call them. All right. Next step that you guys want to do, if you identified any potential reset opportunities in the appointment, maybe Brandon has a $600,000 401k that he's no longer contributing to, or maybe Brandon's overpaying the mortgage and his car payment $800 a month because he's trying to pay off his debts quicker, right? Any reset opportunity, here's kind of the approach here now. All right, Brandon, great list. Like I said, I'll reach out to these folks just to let them know who I am, make sure that they have my number saved and they know the protocol if something happens to you. Now, when we met last or 2 weeks ago, you had mentioned that you had like an old 401k that you know from an old employer that you're no longer contributing to. Are my notes right?
Yeah, it's just kind of sitting there, gaining value, just not really doing anything for me.
Yep. So, let me ask you this. Has anybody ever approached you about insuring your retirement, from market loss or volatility in the market? Has anybody ever talked to you about something like that?
I've never even heard anything about it like that.
That's okay. A lot of my clients haven't. So the reason I ask, Brandon, is because we have a team here, we call our subject matter experts that are designed to help educate our clients on potential retirement solutions to make sure they're in the most advantageous position when they're going into retirement. I am not an expert myself. I know enough to be dangerous. But our guy, Fred here, he's really the guy that I refer all my clients to. And what this would be, it's like a 10-15 minute conversation with Fred just to get to know each other, see if he might be able to provide any value to you to help identify if there is a potential solution for your retirement accounts. Would that be a conversation worth having? And just so you know, going into that, I will be on that call to introduce you guys. Fred, at the end of those 10 minutes, he's going to tell us if he even thinks he could provide any value or not. All right. If he can't, he'll let us know up front. But if he can, he'll potentially, highlight a couple things there, and we can go from there accordingly. But what you do with that information, Brandon, is 100% up to you. Okay, but I like to make sure that at least we're making that touch point there to make sure you guys have everything you need as far as retirement and stuff like that. So what we could do, Brandon, if you're open to it, we could schedule a quick 10-15 minute call maybe next week. I think Fred's calendar is a little bit booked, but he does have looks like a Tuesday around 5:30 if that's available for you. Would that be a good time?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's book it.
Perfect, guys. You're helping out the client. Here's what's happening too. If you can get them on a reset call, provide additional value, you're going to keep more business on the books. You're also going to potentially, if our SME writes a policy or rolls over that 401k into an annuity or whatever else, right? You're going to get a split commission on that. But having that soft approach, like it's more of like, hey, this is more of an educational opportunity for you. It's a quick intro call. We'll go ahead and book that with Fred. If he can provide any value to you, he'll let us know. And if not, he'll let us know that too. What you do with that information is completely up to you. Is that a conversation worth having, Brandon? and then book
I,
them from there, right?
I think so. Yeah.
If you don't have a reset opportunity, no worries. You can skip ahead through all the different scenarios here. And here's the final referral ask. Okay, you guys already have three numbers that you're gonna call next week. We're gonna go over that call here in just a moment. Here's where you're gonna ask specifically for the referral. And hopefully you guys have done, a nice job so far making sure that they feel confident with their policy. You've gone over all the protocols on the emergency list. You've gone through any reset opportunities, whether or not they said yes or no there, no big deal, right? Having that posture like I'm here to help serve the client and not to serve myself, right? The final thing that you're going to do on this policy review appointment is you're going to ask for a referral. Okay. So, Brandon, I got your emergency contacts here. We've gone through your documents. You got all your hard documents for your safe or wherever you keep your important stuff. We're going to change the billing date next week. I'll email Americo today and we'll get that activated for March. Okay. We don't need to change any beneficiaries at this time. And then no additional questions on your coverage, correct?
Nope. I'm
Okay.
good.
So, Brandon, when I work with good people, I assume that they also know good people. Okay. Unfortunately, this stuff that we went over today and 2 weeks ago isn't taught in schools, and it's kind of criminal, right? So now that you're fully protected, we're all set with the mortgage protection life insurance here. Brandon, who else in your circle would need my help with this? And guys, you want to shut up, okay?
Yeah, I think my mom might need a policy. I've got some coworkers at work that just aren't happy with their policy. So based off of what you've done for me here today, I'd love to maybe pass your name over to them. They can give you a call or get their number over to you.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to be honest with you, Brandon. I would, anybody that needs additional information like this, I'm more than happy to help out anybody that you love and trust in your circle, right? Whether it's a coworker, whether it's mom, whether it's whoever, right? Right now, my schedule is a little bit hectic. It is our busy season. They got me working with about 20 families every week. So it'd probably be actually easier if I, maybe set up a time in my schedule to reach out to them. So who exactly would benefit from having a conversation like we had 2 weeks ago? You said a coworker?
Yeah, Mike Engel.
Okay. Mike, and he's nearby you or is are you guys
No,
working remote?
he lives 2 blocks from me.
Okay, perfect. So Mike, and what's the best number to reach Mike on?
Oh, Mike is 555-982-2523.
All right. Yep, be more than happy. Probably be about a week or two from now, honestly, just because I'm looking at my schedule right now. But I can definitely shoot Mike a text or give him a quick call and see if he, might need help with anything. Anybody else come to mind?
No, no, no.
Perfect. Well, tell you what, let Mike know. Also, give him my contact as well. Let him know, my schedule's a little bit crazy next week, but I can definitely reach out to him maybe by the end of the month here and just see if he might need any additional information or quotes or anything like that. Okay. Is that fair?
Okay, yeah, I'll let him know you'll be calling.
All right. So, guys, put up someone on mute and tell me what's going on right now. Like, what are we doing on this second touch?
Just created more business.
We got more business. And what
Solidifying
else?
the
Multiplying
business.
your
Oh,
leads,
sorry.
Qualifying our leads,
multiplying.
multiplying our leads. What else?
I was gonna say solidifying with the client that you already just gained. Just making sure that that's gonna stay cemented. It's gonna be, good bond. My words are not wording this morning, but I think you get what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah,
Business,
guys,
just
Solidifying the
solidifying yourself as an
relationship so you don't
authority,
have a
as an authority for them. You're their agent, you're their person. They're gonna call you when they want to get a fence installed.
Right.
right. Guys, we're
helping
getting
to prevent chargebacks.
we're preventing chargebacks. We're keeping business on the books. We're presenting ourselves as a professional, looking out for their best interest and for their family's best interest. We're also getting numbers from them, their personal numbers, right? Best friend, sister, mom, coworker, right? we're keeping business on the books. Our persistency is going to get higher, and we're also going to potentially get some opportunities to get in front of more people without spending more money on leads, right? And that's really where this comes into effect, right? But also, the first step after you make a sale is keeping that sale on the books, right? And having this additional touch, making the client realize that you're not going anywhere. You're here to help serve them. At the very end here, after the ask, after the referral ask, I'm going to say something like, Brandon, great to meet you. Again, put my number in your phone today if you haven't already. Call me Brett, last name Insurance. So in the event that you ever forget my name, you can just pull me up in your phone, type in insurance, and there I'll be. Okay. And just so you know, Brandon, I'm going to call at least once a year just to kind of check in, make sure we're still in the most advantageous policy for you. You know, because we are a brokerage, we do get access to a lot of different products, and carriers are always really competitive, right? So in the event that we ever find something that might save you some bucks, or maybe we can get you some more coverage for the family there, you know, I'll be ethically required to kind of go over that once a year. Okay, so in the meantime, Brandon, like I said, please feel free to reach out to these folks today or tomorrow morning. Let them know that I'll probably call in the next 5 or 6 days just to introduce myself. And then I'll be reaching out once a year to just do a quick review and kind of check in on everything. Okay.
All right,
And that's
appreciate
it,
it, Brett.
guys. This is a very short 10, 15-minute call, but we've identified some potential referral business. We maybe got them booked on this is where I do most of my reset booking, guys, is on this call here, right? Write down notes when you're in your appointment. $500,000 of a 401k, right? Get them booked on this second touch. And then real quick, I want to just go into the referral / emergency contact phone call, okay? Because this is a very different phone call. Number one, you don't want to piss off anybody's friend, mom, or brother, right? And have them cancel your policy because you're a pushy salesman when you called them. You guys with me on that? This is a warm touch. This is a very casual touch, okay? If you get an appointment booked with them, great. But if not, do not blow your sale. You guys with me on that?
Yeah.
So, Dagan, I'm just going to pick on you because you're on the top of my screen. So I'm going to call Dagan here. Dagan's Brandon's, we'll call him best friend or something. So ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Dagan.
Yeah. This is Dagan. What's up?
Hey, Dagan. Hey, Dagan. This is Brett giving you a quick call. I'm Brandon's life insurance agent, and we just set up a policy about 2 weeks ago. You know Brandon, right?
Yeah, he's like one of my best friends. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said you guys work together and stuff. I just wanted to make sure I had the right number.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, the Brandon that I work with. I thought you were talking about the other Brandon.
That's all right.
Sorry.
You know a lot of Brandons, it
Yes.
sounds like.
Yeah.
All right, no worries. So Brandon, he let me know that you would probably be one of the more responsible people in his life that, you know, would be there to help the family if anything ever happened to him. And so what he did actually, Dagan, is he actually put you down as one of his emergency contacts, and I'm just calling you as his agent, basically just to introduce myself and make sure you have all my information. Okay. You know, my job, part of my job, I should say, is making sure that these policies do get activated for the family and they don't just sit at the insurance carrier forever if something happens. Okay. So Dagan, today I just wanted to let you know that you can contact me if you need anything. I'm also going to text you. This is your cell phone I'm talking to you on, right?
Yeah, this is my cell phone.
Okay. So I'm going to text you my business card and all that good stuff. But what I would love for you to do today, Dagan, is can you go ahead and save my number today in your phone? You can call me Brett, last name Insurance. That way,
Sure.
if you ever forget my name, I won't be offended. But that way you'll be able to reach out to me directly in the event that you hear of Brandon, you know, becoming ill or God forbid he passed away. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And that way, you know, if something ever happened to him, you know, like I said, you don't have to remember my name, but my phone will be in your phone list there. Okay. So I'll shoot that over
Gotcha.
to you. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my business card over to you. And Dagan, you know, Brandon said it'd be okay if I checked with you here. He wasn't sure if you had a policy yet or not. So what kind of protection do you have in place right now, if any?
I I have something with work. I know I've got, so we're talking about life insurance.
Yeah, this, lots of people, especially Brandon also had some work coverage too. It's always great when you take advantage of that. Do you have anything, life insurance or anything that's protecting your family if something happens to you outside of that, that like that work policy that you have?
Um, no, I guess not. I've got a 401k. I guess we've got some money there.
That's all right. Yeah. So he wanted me to ask, would you like me to send you some options maybe this week or next week?
Oh, sure. I mean, I'm sure Brandon, he's probably, I mean, I trust him. He's a good guy. I'm sure if he talked to you, you gave him some options. I'm sure you probably are able to give me something that I can look at.
Cool. Well, I don't have any time available today or tomorrow, but I do actually have a couple spots on Monday. Are you guys working? Are you guys working like 9 to 5 together typically, or what's your schedule like?
Yeah, it's not basic 9 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do actually have something available right around like 5:45 on Monday. Would that be a good time to call back?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Give me
and
a
just
call.
before, yeah, totally. And just so I'm prepared for that call on Monday, do you have like 10 seconds? I can go over a couple things, make sure I properly, go through the proper channels here and I can get those quotes going over the weekend for you. Do you have about 10 seconds for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And just this is all just based on age and health and whatnot. Are you pretty healthy guy or do you have any medications or anything?
Yeah, I'm pretty healthy. Yeah, I don't really take anything.
Okay. Perfect. No like major surgeries or like any like anxiety or high blood pressure, diabetes, anything like that going on?
No, I have 9 screws in my wrist from a snowboarding accident a few years back. But
Oh boy.
other than that, nothing.
That doesn't sound too fun. Yeah. He didn't mention
No,
you
it
guys
was not.
were he didn't mention you guys were extreme snowboarder guys, but that's awesome. Well, I'm glad it healed up for you. Um,
Yeah.
so there wouldn't be anything that would pop up in the medical history of like, if we applied for a carrier and they did like a medical background check, there wouldn't be anything that popped up for you.
I don't think so. I don't know if pain pills for the surgery would count.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Were you on like a oxycodone or something just a little bit more tame, like a ibuprofen or something?
It wasn't tame, but I don't know what it was called.
That's all
So
right.
probably oxycodone. I don't
All
know.
right. No worries. We can work around that. So let's do this. I'll go ahead and get some research going for you here, Dagan. Do you mind if I grab your email too? I'm gonna send you a link for Monday. Just give you a quick call Monday at around 5:45, you said, right?
Yeah, 5:45. Yeah, that's good.
All right, perfect. Guys, so I know we're coming up on time here. I want to be mindful of that so you guys can get into the dial room and get your business rocking. But this is a really warm touch, guys. Do not piss off these emergency contacts, right? Be very casual. If they say no do you mind if I send you some options next week? No worries at all. It was a pleasure meeting you, Dagan. And please don't hesitate to reach out if anything does pop up for you, or God forbid something happens to Brandon. Let me know, okay? Or,
Absolutely.
if they're open to it, guys, you're booking an appointment now. Get some underwriting done, book the appointment, run some quotes, and run it how you would normally run it. Okay. Any questions before we hop off to guy? I know we're at time here, but does that make sense? Does that feel weird? Does that feel uncomfortable? Are you guys excited to try this?
Hey, Brett, where can we get that document?
Yep. I just put it in the chat. Scroll up a little
Okay.
bit there,
Yeah, I
Brandon.
see it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Guys, you guys should be doing this every sale you make. Every sale. Keep your business on the books. Get more business from the clients that you already have, right? Get potential resets on the calendar for the SMEs. Get some split commissions. Make more money. Higher revenue, higher stickier business, persistency, and also posturing yourself as a professional, right? Hopefully this was helpful, guys. If you guys have any questions or you guys are feeling weird about it, just give it a try. Like it's okay to not be great at this on the or even the first 5 that you do, right? But start doing this because you're going to get more referrals, you're going to get more business, you're going to keep more business on the books, and it's just overall going to help you, grow and scale your profitability here. All right, that's all I got for you guys.
Thanks, Brett.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Brett. That was amazing.
Yeah,
All
that
right,
was
you
really good.
guys. We will see you in the dial room. Battle of the